Hearthstone, the creative CCG from Blizzard, and the Journey to Ungoro expansion. Hey everybody, welcome back to Daily Gamer Opinion. I am Joe the Widget, and today I'm talking about Hearthstone and the upcoming expansion, I can talk today, Journey to Ungoro. Excuse the banging in the background. There's construction next door, and they know what time I record, and they're doing it on purpose. Anyway, Hearthstone is Blizzard's answer to the CCG world. That is, computer card game. TCG is tabletop card game. Very popular, like Magic and Pokemon, which I also like to refer as Pokepuke. But today we're talking about Hearthstone. Hearthstone's a very simple yet complex. It's one of those games that is simple to pick up and learn and complex to master. I've been playing this game for now 3 years, and I have a hard time mastering anything in this game. But that's because I have the worst luck known to man when it comes to the RNG, aka the random number generator. I never draw the right cards at the right time. So, Hearthstone's set up where you have a hero. You have one of multiple heroes. You can choose a mage, hunter, rogue, warrior, paladin, warlock, druid, priest, and shaman. And each one of those has unique cards that only those classes can play. But they also have a pool of shared cards that everyone, or neutrals, that everyone can play. You start out with 1 mana on your turn, on your draw. And for every subsequent turn, you gain 1 mana till a maximum of 10. And each card has a mana value to it. As you can see with the video I am doing right now, that I'm showing you guys. This is the Tavern Brawl. And Tavern Brawl is something that they do. It's a new event that they do every week that lasts for about 5 days, 4 or 5 days, and they do something different with it every time. And this week's one, we have to do party decorations. So normally you have a hero power that you can use that costs 2 mana, that does only specific to your hero or your class. But in this case, it was doing decorations. We had to get to 25 decorations, and once we get to 25 decorations, we have to destroy the piñata, which has like 90-something health. It's stupid. You'll see in a minute. And we're working together, actually, instead of against each other like normal, to do this. So there's a lot of cards in the game that apply to that, where you can actually work together and heal each other. And it's really, really cool. You guys see the video that's playing right now, and you can see what happens with it. But anyway, the mana allows you, each minion card has the mana in the upper left. That's the cost it takes to play it. So when you play a card, that it takes from your mana pool down below. Now, the bottom left is their attack value, and the bottom right is their health. And then you got the flavor text. And there are multiple different types of cards in the game. Battle Cry, which means as soon as you play the card, that event happens that's labeled on the text. Death Rattle, so when the card dies, the minion dies, they do whatever that effect is. And then there are multiple different types. There's Taunt, which means that the minions on the board can only attack that minion until it's destroyed in order to be able to attack the hero. Once your opposing hero or yourself goes to 0 hit points, you lose or win, depending if you get the idea. And you use a series of minions and spells to create this goal. Spells are instant action events that occur, like destroying a minion or doing 6 damage to your opponent if you're using like a mage fireball. There's numerous different types. There's 2 different main modes in Hearthstone. You have Wild and Standard. Wild means that every card that's ever come out for the game is available to play. In Standard, you have only a certain set of card expansions or packs, or packs, if you will. Expansions or adventures. Adventures are really cool. I'll get into that in a second. It is free to play, and you could actually play this game very well, if you're lucky in particular, on a full free to play. I know many people who have and are very competitive and do very well. I am mostly free. I have bought every adventure because I love them, and I have bought a few packs here and there, but only a few, not very many. Most of the packs I've done is earning through quests. You get a new quest every day, which gives you a certain gold amount. When you get 100 gold, you can then buy a pack of your choice. The game allows for a lot of complexity, a lot of blending, a lot of features. There is a big meta game. It is a big esport. It is pretty fun. There is a CCG game I liked more, which I will get into probably next week. I'll be reviewing it. That's not officially out yet, but we'll get into that anyway. But Hearthstone has a new expansion coming out. And if you haven't tried Hearthstone, I'll put it in the comments below the link to Hearthstone and give it a shot. It is free to play. I highly recommend giving it a shot. It is well worth your time and effort. If you like card games in general, it's one of the better ones out there to play, by far. One of the best ones to play. There's only one I've ever played that's better. We'll get into that later. Anyway, so the new expansion is Journey to Ungoro. They add 2 new elements to the game, 2 new card types. And this is the one that really got me excited, and that was quests. Quests are legendary spells. And when you do a quest, let me see here, what's a good one? There's a quest for each class type. Let me find a good one for you guys. Okay, yeah, here. The Marsh Queen. Play 7 1-cost minions. The reward is Queen Carnassa. Queen Carnassa is a beast. Costs 5 mana to play, 8 attack, 8 health. The battle cry, shuffle 15 raptors into your deck. Raptors, 1 cost, 4 attack, 3 mana. That is redunculous. Every quest I've seen so far has insanely massive rewards. And there's one quest per class. I don't know the mage one yet. They haven't revealed it. The mage legendary is pretty cool. It's Pyros. It's a death rattle card, so when it dies, something occurs. Return this to your hand as a 6/6 that costs 6. Anyway, it's a 2-cost 2/2 card. That means 2 attack, 2 health. Oh, they also added a new monster type. So they have monster types like Beast, Murloc, things of that nature. They added elementals to the game, so you have a new type. Let me see here. Pyros goes even further. If the 6/6/6 one, if it dies, return this to your hand as a 10/10 that costs 10. So it's like an evolving minion. It's really cool. The other archetype they added, which I find to be very fascinating, is Adapt. Some cards have the adapt ability, and when played, you get a choice to add to it. You can give it Divine Shield. You can give it initial 3 attack. You can give it Wind Fury. Or you can give it the spell immune, so it can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. You can give it a Death Rattle. You can give it Taunt. You can make it poisonous, which means as soon as whatever it attacks, it kills, regardless of its health. Or attacks it. You can give another 3 health. You can give it stealth. Or you can give it 1/1. That's really cool. That adds so many different features. That one card then becomes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different cards. So you can play 10 different ways, which is really cool. There are there are 3 new neutral legendaries in the game. Neutral cards are cards that can be played by any class. The first one is Ellis the Trailblazer. It's Battle Cry. So when it's played, it creates the event. Shuffle a sealed Ungoro pack into your deck. The Ungoro pack adds 5 Journey to Ungoro cards to your hand. So 5 cards from that expansion. Hemet Jungle Hunter. It's a Battle Cry card. Destroy all cards in your deck that cost 3 or less. Why? That one doesn't make any sense to me. Destroy all cards in your deck that cost 3 or less. Why? Anyway, Osruk, Taunt. It has a Taunt as well as Battle Cry. So some of them can actually have two different activations. It's a 9/5/5, so it costs a lot for only 5/5. It's an elemental. Its battle cry has gained 5 health for each elemental you played last turn. So that could actually be an extremely powerful card. If it's 5 health for every elemental you played last turn, say you played 3 of them, that makes it a 5/20. That's a massive taunt. That's a good card. I do not understand Hemet Jungle Hunter. I don't get it. Why would you gimp yourself for a 6/6/6? What's with 6/6/6, Blizzard? Trying to tell us something here? Anyway. They've got a bunch of cool, like, commons, things like that. Some of the... Oh, there's 5 different rarities in Hearthstone. You got your common cards, which is designated by a white gem in the middle underneath their portrait. Those are very common. Every time you open a pack, you get 4 common. You get mostly all commons and at least 1 rare or greater. I've opened a pack where I had 2 epics, I had 1 rare, 1 epic, and 2 legendaries, and 1 common. That was an insane pack. I've never seen that before, but it happens. Some of the epics are pretty cool. Those are pretty hard to get. In some cases, it's harder for me to get an epic than a legendary at times. Battlecry, discover a spell and cast it with random targets. That's interesting. If you played an elemental last turn, deal 5 damage. Okay. Adept, your Murlocs. So that, wow. That's a powerful one. It's a beast that when you play it, adds Adept to your Murlocs. I wonder if that's for your entire hand and deck, or just what's out on the board. There's an ooze in the game that when you play it, destroys your opponent's weapon, and you can play weapon cards. That's the third one I forgot to mention. Weapon cards allow your hero to attack based on different things you can do. There's multiple different weapons, mostly with Hunter, Rogue, Warrior, and Shaman. Oh, and Paladin. But this one is a gluttonous ooze, and when played, destroys your opponent's weapon and gain armor equal to its attack. It's pretty cool. The class-specific cards are really neat. There's a Druid legendary, Tyrantus, can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, which is a 10 cost, but it's a 12 attack and 12 health. That's a pretty beastly thing. Hunter has Swamp King Dread. After your opponent plays a minion, attack it. That's pretty cool. And then they have the legendary quest. Let me see. Let me talk about one more quest here. The Paladin one. Oh, no, the Priest one. That one's dangerous. So the Priest quest is summon 7 Death Rattle minions. Sure, no problem. Reward. Amara, Warden of Hope. Now, Amara, Warden of Hope is overpowered. It's a taunt card that costs 5, it has 8 health and 8 attack. That's pretty sick in itself, but here's the kicker. It's Battlecry. It sets your hero's health to 40. That's 10 more than starting health. If you're down to like 2 health and you play this card, you win. It's an instant win. Now, mind you have to complete the quest in order to be able to get this card, but that is beast mode. There's one, the Rogue one. Play 4 minions with the same name. You can only have 2 of any type of card in your deck. However, I think this is referring to like Jade, the Jade Golems. I think this is how you play this one, because you can get multiple Jade Golems depending on how you set your deck up. Play 4 minions of the same name, and you reward the Crystal Core. The Crystal Core is a legendary spell. Not just a quest, a legendary spell. The Crystal Core. For the rest of the game, your minions are 5/5. That could be bad or good. Does that add 5/5 to him? Or are they just 5 health and 5 attack? I don't know. The Shaman one is interesting. They're really trying to push Shamans for Murloc decks. The quest is summon 10 Murlocs. The reward is Megafin. Megafin. Fill your hand with random Murlocs. 5 cost 8/8. I don't know. That one doesn't seem very good to me. Oh, the Warlock one is deadly. The Lakari Sacrifice quest reward. The quest is discard 6 cards. That can be difficult. I mean, there's a lot of cards in the Warlock deck that does that, but anyway, reward is a Nether Portal. The Nether Portal for Warlock. Open a permanent portal that summons 3/2 imps. Permanent. At the end of your turn, summon 2 3/2 imps for the rest of the game. That's brutal. That's pretty cool. So the new deck, the new expansion looks like it can be pretty brutal. It's going to add a really cool element to the game with the adapt as well as the quest cards. It's going to be exciting. They haven't revealed all the cards yet, but what they have is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. The adventures, by the way, in Hearthstone are, well, adventures. You go in and fight certain minions or bosses in a series that do different things. It's hard to explain. I have to show it to you sometimes. If you guys want me to talk more about Hearthstone, please put it down in the comments, and I will be glad to oblige. If you want any kind of like how-to guides, I would again be very glad to help with that. I've been playing it for a very long time. Again, put in the comments, and I will get that done for you. And everybody have a great day gaming, and that was my opinion.